Drew, you look insane.
Viva la Mexico.
Oh, okay. That's what we're doing.
No, Cancun. I'm Cancun and Viva la Mexico.
It's still in Mexico.
Yeah, no, I know.
Long live Mexico.
Long live Mexico. It's a weird way to start this podcast.
Okay. Well, do you want to clue the listeners in why you're
Sure.
dressed so festive in a bucket hat, a nice tropical polo, and stupid glasses?
For the audio, these are Prime glasses.
Sorry,
Thank you very much.
Coach Prime glasses.
We coming. For the audio audience, I am wearing, as I just said, very reflective gold Prime sunglasses, a tie-dye bucket hat given to me by my lovely co-host Des, and a nice Hawaiian shirt because I, along with the Dolphins, are headed to Cancun, baby. We are... I mean, we knew this was happening anyway, but now it's official. Now we
like that you say you're going to Mexico.
Yeah, I'm going to go with them.
Yeah?
Me and... Who would I want to go with?
Yeah, who would you want to go with? That's the longest pause.
I know,
Literally
I don't know.
anyone. Greg Dulcich.
Dulcich seems fun. I'm trying... I gotta get a right answer.
I feel like Bradley Chubb would also be fun. I'm just picking old Broncos players
I
on
know.
the Dolphins.
And like Bradley Chubb, awesome, but like he's a little bit older now, I think, and so
he's closer to your age.
Yeah, but he would. Like I want to go with like some of the young Bucs.
Okay,
like
I'll give you like 7 more.
I know
seconds
I can't
to pick
think of
one.
it.
Okay, neither of my options.
Anyway,
yeah, they are.
And meanwhile, while I look like this, Dez.
I look like I'm in mourning. Actually, I was looking.
No, I was gonna say
I'm in all black.
You're like locked in.
I'm locked in.
Your sweatsuit, like you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go. I'm a little ill.
I'm gonna take these off.
Please take them off. His sunglasses, nothing else. I'm a little ill. But you know, we ride at dawn because the Broncos just hit the number 1 seed and she doth persist. You know?
They do say that.
So started my New Year's off with a big old bang, not in a good way. You know?
I do. Sometimes every once in a while, Des and I are just like, "Oh, we're gonna say that on the pod."
You said, what did you say with Coach Prime? We coming. Is that what he says?
Yes, that's what it says on the side of the glasses.
Coach Prime.
Right there. See, we coming.
Where are they going?
They're coming to take the wins. We coming.
We coming.
We're gonna be here.
And I said I started this year off with a bang.
I don't know where I should or shouldn't go with this.
Speaking of New Year's.
Yeah.
Any New Year's resolutions for you, Drewski?
I do. I have several.
What? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
We never really, really talked about... Well, sort of.
I guess. It's funny because, like, New Year's resolutions, you have to be, like, very specific, usually. You can't just be like, I want to eat better. I want to work out more. I want to read more. Like, they say there are people... They're
called SMART goals. Specific, measurable, attainable. I don't know what the
researched
R is. Shoot, I had the first 3, but it's called SMART goals.
So, you measurable and all that stuff. So anyway, but all that being said,
achievable, relevant, time bound.
So wait, what
did I say?
What's S and M?
Specific, measurable.
Okay. Achievable.
Relevant.
Relevant.
So you can't just say, I want to be a football player, because that makes no sense.
It's not, well, that's none of those things. It's not relevant. It's not achievable.
It is measurable.
It is measurable, yeah.
Time bound. Anyways, okay, so what are your goals?
They're not very smart,
no.
But I'm working on making them more smart. That's fine. I'd like to lose a couple LBs.
Okay. Good old New
with
Year's res.
this podcast and my play that I was doing, all this stuff. I just have put on a couple LBs. So we're going to take those off. I'm getting back into some of my habits. I'm a big routine guy, habit guy. Taking cold showers every morning.
Ooh.
Journaling.
Ooh.
Reading before I go to bed, not on my phone. Charging my phone and keeping my phone out of the bedroom.
You've done that for a long time.
Yeah, but not recently.
These are a lot of
I know, I'm just getting back into it. But here's the big one, and I haven't shared this with you yet.
Ooh, tea. Let's hear it.
So it's a Sportzball exclusive.
Oh.
I think I'm going to, like, officially sign up for the Taco Bell Marathon in Denver. And I'm going to start, like, officially training for it.
Are you kidding me?
No.
What did you just say, Drew? You said, I'd like to lose a couple LBs, and you're about to train for the Taco Bell Marathon, which we spoke about. This man would get off his 9 to 5, go chug a beer, and then go run a mile? That's how he trained for it.
I know, that's a joke training. I'm not going to do that part.
How are you going to run?
I'm just going to train for a marathon, and then my reward is I'm going to eat Taco Bell while I'm running a marathon. I'm not worried about the training of the stomach, okay? Although I was thinking, like,
this is an insane
if I
goal.
actually train really well for this and, like, eat right and train really, really hard, I want to like talk to like an actual like dietitian and be like, what are the negatives of like training really hard and having like a really like tuned in body and then doing that to it.
So when you stop drinking for a while, and I'm not saying you, any human, when they stop drinking for a while, the first time that you drink again, let me finish. The toxins, you react to it much more because your body has learned how to detox properly. It is now in a different state. It's the same as, I mean, people are going to be like, oh, bad food, that's not talk. It absolutely is. Like, the food you eat is either healing you or it's working against you. Taco Bell, you can't really say it's good for the body. So I bet you, as soon as you start eating like crap, it's not going to go well. I encourage you to run a marathon. It's just the opposite, it's just, they're so opposite of everything you just said of a resolution to a Taco Bell marathon. I will encourage you. If that is what you want to do, I will back you up.
I thought you should be excited about this. I should be like, that's a crazy idea. Like, Sportsball can track it and follow it, and like we can go to, it'll be around Denver. And like, again, if it's kids,
if you really want to, you know I will. I'll make shirts. I'll be there.
I know. But if it's kismet, here's the thing. I will start training regardless. I need to run a marathon again.
Wait, I know, because he did last year, which is a huge,
last year.
awesome,
awesome deal.
That's a huge awesome. That's all
huge
I said.
Awesome. But if it's kismet, because it's in Denver and it's in what, August?
October, I think.
October, which is in football season. If it is kismet, and it will be written in the stars, that the Dolphins and Broncos game is in that time, it's not even a question.
I know.
Like, it has to be
I agree with that, and then I would actually be upset if you didn't sign
exactly.
up for it. I just did not see, you took me off guard with this Taco Bell marathon thing.
I mean, I have even deeper ideas with like Sportsball and everything. I'm like offseason content. Follow Drew as he trains for the Taco Bell marathon.
Oh, okay. Cool. And you'll edit all of that?
Of course I will. I know. No, that's how you, of course. That goes without saying. That goes without saying.
Of course it does. Wow. Okay.
What are yours, Des?
I have a lot of business resolutions.
Cool.
One thing I'm trying to get back into is walking a lot. I think it's so hard in LA to walk, get enough steps, because either you're in an area where you're like, it's just not nice to look around. Or also people in LA just don't walk.
Yeah,
you know?
don't. It's not a walking city at all.
I really do want to walk more. That's like a goal. And then I also, I really want to try and drink tea more.
Ooh, we had tea last night.
I am having tea right now to try and help me. I don't know why. And so it probably won't last. Because if you don't know why you're doing something, I'm just like, ooh, I should drink tea. But I think it's part of a bigger picture of creating routines. Like, I need to get back into a morning routine and a night routine. And I feel like they've shown research, if you train your body, if you drink a very specific drink at night, your body starts to remember that and starts to be like, oh, it's time to wind down. I need to get better at my sleep. I think, you know what, that's why I'm drinking tea.
Yeah, see,
because then the sleep, and then that's smart, measurable.
No, the first one in smart isn't smart. The first, no, Des.
Specific.
There you go.
Measurable, achievable, realistic. God, I just said it.
Achievable.
Relevant. Because relevancy, I'm not going to be a football player. That's not relevant.
No.
Time bound is the last one.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Remember, smart. Smart.
That's basically it. Those are like the main ones that I want to talk on air about because I have other things like.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
We have other things.
Business stuff though. But speaking of business,
is there anything else we should talk about? Oh look, wait, it's on the warm up. Guys, a tree fell outside this morning.
Oh my god, no. Literally, Drew was so obsessed with a palm tree falling. He's like, it fell. I said, okay.
I mean, like, they don't fall all the time.
People were cutting it down,
and
which a lot of people do.
But then we saw a cherry picker. Those like big things, and they were
cutting it down.
But look, I'm looking outside, I'm looking at the skyline of the palm trees, and all of a sudden you just see one palm tree go teeter-totter, fall. And it was like, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Also, yesterday, there was like a ton of helicopter activity, police helicopter activity going on outside. And Drew needed to go for a run. And he loves his police chases. He always watches it. I gotta
figure out what's going on.
So it was due northeast of us. And it was somewhat close, less than half a mile away.
Yeah.
And the helicopter was circling, and Drew's like, I gotta go on my run now. I gotta go see what's going on. And you log onto the Citizen app.
Hold on. That's not fully what happened.
What?
Des was a little curious.
I know, and I said, run due northeast.
I was like, I have to go for a run. She goes, go for a run. Go tell me what's happening.
Yeah. And then if you guys have the Citizen app or know what it is, it's where other people can take videos of, they're at the location, here's what's going on. Mm-hmm. Someone else was taking a video, and who else do we see but Drew on the scene, hands on hips, being like, looks like this situation's handled.
Got everything figured out?
Got everything.
You boys need anything? You got everything going on? All right. I'm just down the street is where I live, so if you guys need anything, let me know.
My favorite pastime to do, you know, when anyone ever asks about, like, what are your hobbies? And I'm like, what hobby? I literally only work. Like, that's all I do. I was like, you know what? No, I do have a hobby. It's being too interested in police activity that I show up on the scene and I can do nothing. But you and I have shown up to so many police scenes.
A lot of stuff happens around
Hands on hips, and we're like, you guys got this covered? There's seven cop cars, but don't worry, Des and Drew are on the case.
Anything? Make sure you check this out over here.
Hey, did you look over at that corner? You did? Okay, just saying.
So, it's pretty cool. By the way, if anyone was curious, I think that someone thought someone was breaking into someone's house. And then the owner showed up and was like, "Why are all these cops here?" And they're like, "Someone's looking into your house." And then he was like, "No one's in here."
Which is insane that there was a police helicopter.
Send a car. There were genuinely probably like 7 or 8 police cars. Yeah.
I will never understand. But you know what I will understand?
Our records.
Our records, baby. Let's get into it, baby. We're done. Regular season's donezo. Drew's off to Mexico. Viva la Mexico. Woo! And the Broncos are still in it. So go ahead, Drewski.
So I didn't know if I'd have to do this. I thought my team was going to have a nice record to be able to not have to add anything. But we're 7-10. So I gotta do a little.
Yeah, how are you?
MacGyver.
I guess you sort of just gotta put it on in the middle.
In the middle, yeah.
So you'd be 7-10.
7-10. Finished with 7-10. We'll get into more specifics about like what that means for our draft picks, what that means for all the other stuff. But we lost. We ended the same way we started. You know, losing. That's what they say.
Just, you can put it anywhere, Drew. We're not going to look at your record again.
That looks good.
That looks good. Literally, you don't have to touch the record ever again until August.
Aw, sad.
Well, technically September, because we're not doing preseason.
That's a good point.
I know. So you're not touching that baby for 8 months.
Don't touch that baby.
Don't touch that baby. Don't touch that baby. But you know what? I will touch this baby right here. This record is now 14-3.
Whoa!
Guys,
which is sorry, no,
which
you go.
is the best record
the
Broncos have ever had. Okay, no, and actually that's not true. They're tied. 1998, we were 14-3, and then we went to the Super Bowl.
Sorry, I think it's the best record after the regular season because they couldn't have been 14-3 in 1998 because they didn't play 18 or 17 games back then. I think what I Googled was the best regular season record was the 2015 Broncos, who were 13-3 because there wasn't that extra game.
Great. Okay.
So that's,
with
I think,
17 games now, this is. But when did they go to 17 games?
What?
When did the NFL move up to 17?
Like 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, and 5 years ago, I hope this is our best record. Jeez,
No,
yeah.
I mean,
So 14-3, baby. That means we're number 1 seed. That means we are. You know what? I'll go to Mexico with you, Drew.
Yay!
Might as well. If you're going this week, I'll go.
Yay!
I'm gonna kick my feet up, drink a pina colada, get some tacos.
Do you like pina coladas?
Yeah, when I'm in the mood, I have to be in the mood. They're pretty sweet. But I love a good,
Do you like
good street taco. Yes, that too. Street taco, chips and salsa. Taco with, we got lettuce, pico, some carnitas.
Hard taco, soft taco.
Now my mouth is watering.
getting
Soft. I don't like hard tacos.
Yeah.
It's just, you can never eat it well, you know?
I can.
Without it all falling apart.
Yeah, you just
I disagree with you.
Okay.
14-3, and then we got a 7.
Des was trying to say what my record looks like.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It looks weird. It looks like
We'll fix it.
It looks like an area code.
We'll fix it.
710. What's 710 area code?
I don't know, but we should really get into your Dolphins.
No, we don't have to start talking about 71 area code. What? The
So the
71 area
Dolphins-
code isn't a specific place, but reserved for the U.S. federal government for emergency and priority communications.
Fascinating.
Interesting. Anyway, Dolphins talk. Is that what you're going into?
Yeah, please, for the love of God, talk about your team.
Dolphins talk. There's nothing to talk about in the actual game. There's no point. We can just talk about
Who'd they play?
the Patriots.
Okay. For those who don't know,
And for those that don't know, we played the Patriots.
what was the score?
31-10.
There we go. I feel like you don't know how we've done this the whole time. You've just given up. You're like,
What do you want from me?
to talk about your game from beginning
What
to
do you
end.
want from me?
All right, or we can move on to the Broncos.
No, it's fine. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's nothing to talk about. The game wasn't good. We were watching the game at Jameson's because the Broncos and Dolphins were playing at the exact same time, and we were in the Broncos area. And to be fair, the Broncos fans were very interested in the result of the Patriots Dolphins game. So like, everyone was my friend and wanted to root for the Dolphins. The game started, and I think they scored within like 35 seconds. The Patriots scored within 35 seconds.
Correct.
Des looks down, looks back up, and she's like, "Oh my god!" and immediately starts filming me. And like, look how sad this idiot is.
Oh my God, I didn't do that, but okay.
I mean, you kind of did.
Well, I mean,
She didn't say, "Look how sad this idiot is," but
you're making me out to be a villain in
Des
this
is
story.
not a villain. You're right. I'm taking it out on you. It's Patriots for the villains. And then it pretty much, we scored right back. Then it was 7-7. And I was like, sweet, LFG. And then it was downhill from there. So not good. But, season's over. I can finally relax and look forward to next season,
Silver lining.
which doesn't look good.
And that's not a silver lining.
It doesn't look good at all. We don't have a
GM.
GM. McDaniel is currently still the coach of the Miami Dolphins.
And I think he's going
And
to
I
stay.
think he's probably going to stay.
Yeah.
Apparently, he and the owner, Stephen Ross, have a good relationship. But the big news that everyone wants to know is what's going on with old Tua Ski.
Yeah.
And I'm curious. I really wanted to talk to you about this before today, but I didn't. So, did you see what he said
No.
after the game, genuinely?
No.
So, they interviewed him after the game and asked Tua, what would it be like to have a fresh start? Are you curious about like a fresh start somewhere? And he said, that'd be pretty dope. I'm really interested in that. And then all of the interviewers said, to clarify, when we say that, we mean on a different team. Do you understand the question? And he goes, I'm not going to elaborate further. So, Tua thinks playing for a different team would be dope. So cool. I think it'd be dope too. Get off my team. Like that officially was like the nail in the coffin. I was like, yeah, it would be dope.
I feel like Tua's had like
Go away.
7 nails in the coffin for you.
Well, that's the final one.
That's the final
That's
one.
the
where
straw that nailed the coffin in the back.
Yeah, and yep, that's exactly what they
But
say.
like, cool.
Yeah.
I think it would be. Get off my team.
I mean, it's not as easy as that, as we talk about contract and everything, which we have spoken about on this podcast. But I think, yeah, he's out. He's out ski. So it's who's going to take on some of it. as the Dolphins take on most of it. And
yeah, I mean,
Ewers is it.
Ewers is it until otherwise stated. I mean, a couple people were asking me Sunday, like, what do you think about Tua? What do you want? And like, this is my pipe dream, and I know it's not going to happen.
If you mention Dan Campbell one more time,
no, it's not. It's no, it's not that. This is
he comes back and plays quarterback.
Plays quarterback.
For the Dolphins.
He was a tight end, and now he's a quarterback. My pipe dream.
Okay.
Is just looking at like the NFL landscape is Joe Burrow. It's not going to happen. There's no way we'd be able to get him. But Joe Burrow.
Why is there no way?
We don't have the money to offer him a contract. Like, I don't know what the free agent versus trading situation is in Cincinnati. I'm not up to date on that. So if he's a free agent, I don't think he is, but he might become one. We don't have the money to offer him a contract. And if there was a trade that needed to happen, we don't have the assets to trade for him. We couldn't get him.
Yeah.
So other than that, I mean, then it goes to, like, I was thinking maybe Kyler Murray is like a little stopgap quarterback because he's probably out in Arizona.
Okay.
Carson Wentz just keeps going one season to one season, so maybe he could go one season to the Dolphins.
Okay.
But you'd have to pay him. Like, you need someone who you're going to get for cheap, and that's a rookie. So it's Quinn Ewers.
Yeah.
And that's where you're at. Because the quarterbacks out of this draft it's not a great quarterback draft. So like, what I think is interesting is right after the whole Russell Wilson thing, the Broncos got Bo Nix in the 10th with the 10th pick. Right?
I think we're 6. I'll look at it.
We have the 11th pick right now. And there's really only 2, maybe 3 quarterbacks that would go in the first round, and they're already going immediately. So, yeah, it's just not. It's not fun. It's not good. The last thing I want to say is they did the strength of schedule. And
oh my God, 12. 10th was J.J. McCarthy.
The
12th pick.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the quarterbacks that were in that draft class.
I think he was the 6th quarterback taken.
Okay, got it.
So it was Caleb Williams first, Jane Daniels second, Drake May third, Michael Penix 4th, J.J. McCarthy 5th, Bo Nix 6th.
So you have all of those quarterbacks in that draft class. Like, the Broncos just got lucky with, I mean, that was the last of those quarterbacks.
That really was, because I don't see another quarterback drafted. I mean,
and where's Jane Daniels? Not in the playoffs. Where's J.J. McCarthy? Not in the playoffs. Where's Michael Penix? Not in the playoffs.
Yeah, but Drake May, Caleb Williams, and Bo Nix are.
So anyway, the point is, that's a great draft class. The Dolphins do not find themselves in a great draft class this year. So it's just not good. And then, strength of schedule. We have the second hardest schedule next year. So
That's wild.
I don't think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be bad. It's going to be worse than it was this season.
Break it down for the uninitiated and also for Des. Why or do you have the second hardest strength? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm listening to the question.
You've never listened to me like that. You typically actually don't listen either. No, you listen. Okay. I'm really uncomfortable with you looking at me like that. I'm malfunctioning. What makes your schedule second to hardest? Because you weren't good this year. Typically, good teams then have a very hard schedule the next year.
So part of it is the fact that we play in the AFC East. Mm-hmm. So we have to play 2 playoff teams right there.
Okay.
Twice. Mm-hmm. The AFC East is playing the AFC West next year. That's how that schedule works out.
Okay.
So there's another 2 playoff teams right off the bat. Mm-hmm. And then I think whatever NFC division we're lined up with, I want to say is the NFC North, which means... Yeah. So that's the Bears and Packers.
Lions, Packers, Vikings.
Yeah. So the Bears and Packers are in the playoffs this year. The Lions and Vikings were playoff teams last year. Yeah, like that's how that works.
So who has the toughest? Do you know?
The Bears, I think.
The Bears have the toughest?
Yeah.
Holy cannoli, Batman. You are in for a treat in 2026.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
You get to run the Taco Bell Marathon. That's what you can look forward to.
I'm gonna kill the Taco Bell Marathon. I'm gonna rock the Taco Bell Marathon. It's on what, like a Saturday?
Sure.
And then I'm done training after my Taco Bell Marathon, and then we get to go to Denver, go to Mile High, because the game's going to be that weekend. I'm manifesting it. And then I'm going to watch my Dolphins win their only game of the season against the defending Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos.
Okay.
Take it away, Des.
Now we're getting away from ourselves. But
That's a pretty good segue.
he said Broncos, and I said, let's go. Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Broncos. So, guys, we got the number 1 seed, baby. Whoa. 14-3. I think it's tied for the best record. Drew said you're wrong, Des, and he's actually probably right.
Should I triple check that while you're talking?
Sure, I don't. Yeah, I believe that makes sense for 18-week season. Either way, the huge narrative around this game. Everyone's like, "Oh God, Broncos, you suck. You can barely be a
That's
backup."
the narrative. Yeah,
it is. I know. It is. Everyone's like, "Oh, cool, you barely beat a backup QB and a bunch of second stringers." I need you to understand. Sean Payton.
Just doing accents.
Sean Payton. I'm so sick and just pumped full of Dayquil right now. He's not going to show you his playbook against games and teams that we're just gonna beat. Same with the Chiefs. What, Drew?
No, I just...
Okay, then don't make faces when you're reading things, because then I'll throw it to you.
Okay.
Wait, are you ready, though?
No.
Oh, he's still baffled. So the Chiefs is another team that everyone was like, this is a third-string quarterback and you can barely beat them. Why are we going to show you all our amazing plays, everything we got in our playbook, in our little pocket, when we are going to beat these teams? We were always going to beat the Chiefs. We were always going to beat the Chargers. And I think Broncos country is very nervous when we get in these situations because for the better part of a decade, I would likely say 8.5 years, because it wasn't until half of the season last year that we were like, oh, Bo Nix is good. Like, oh, okay, we got this. That we have been trained. We have been, it's when you hurt someone over and over, you're always like, this is how it's going to end up. And for 8.5 years, we saw our hopes getting up and the hopes come crashing down. So that's where Broncos country is trained right now. I need everyone to stop freaking out, okay? I need you to stop. You're pissing me off, all right? What did you find about the record?
Des is right.
Can you say it one more time? My ears are clogged up.
Des is right. The 1998 Broncos finished the regular season 14-2, meaning 16 games total.
But 14 wins.
But 14 wins.
14
so,
wins. You know?
My apologies. This happens more often than not. To the point where I'm probably... Also, I need to get out ahead of this. I put it on the comments and everything. I was, like, blatantly wrong last week when I said...
Lane Kiffin.
Yeah. That's not...
That's not the guy with the dog.
The guy with the dog.
But that's fine. I have been so confident in so many things I've said and been so wildly wrong. And I think most people are scared to correct me. I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about people on the internet. Like,
no, that's fair.
They know not to come for me.
But I pick and choose. I'm always like, nah, it's not right. It's not right. And every time I don't, I bite my tongue. I end up being right. And every time I'm like, you know what? I should. And every time I go to correct, I'm always wrong. So
no, you stop biting your tongue. You should tell me when I'm wrong.
Okay. Except this time because I was wrong.
Well, that's fine. But, I mean, here's the thing. We can't trust AI because you Googled, and I bet you saw in that Google AI section.
I know.
So we can't trust AI.
Literally, there was a time when there was this finite time in internet history where you could Google something and it was accurate.
Those were the days. And now we got robots running everything. Everything. People are dating robots now. I listened to a podcast recently, and it's about like how there's now a rise in people dating their AI chatbots and literally falling in love with these things. That people have been doing like research and studies that 2026 you're going to see a spike in people having relationships, because we're already texting in relationships. It's already halfway there, but people don't have to put themselves up for getting their hearts broken because it's a robot that will do and say everything you want them to do and say.
One of my favorite movies is Her.
Oh my God, you love that movie.
I love that movie. And it's funny because like now everyone's like, oh, Her, it's becoming real life. And I think like that movie is such a beautiful way of just like telling a love story with just like the vehicle of technology. And it's scaring me more and more now that it's happening closer and closer. But the moral of the story actually is that it's bad, and he has human connection at the end on top of the roof with Amy Adams. So that's fine.
So all that being said, 14 wins.
Whoa! Pretty cool.
So let's just look back at everything that the Broncos have done. One, I already got one of my points done. Broncos country, stop it. Stop it. And actually everyone else coming from Broncos country, stop it. Shoo, 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 poo, poo, go away. I don't want to talk to you. Another thing that was really interesting as far as like receptions, I think, what was I looking at? Courtland Sutton had 1 reception for 5 yards. Troy Franklin had zip. They have been our wide receiver 1 and 2. That should be the glaring red flag that it's like, guys, we're not giving you our big plays. We're throwing to Pat Bryant, who hasn't had as many. Tyler Bidet, we were throwing to. Jaleel McLaughlin, hello. Like, all these players that weren't our 1 and 2s, we were throwing to. So anyways, that was another point. My third point, Sean Payton, which is pretty cool. He is one of 5 coaches in NFL history to lead multiple franchises to the number 1 seed. So when Sean Payton was with the Saints, he led them to the number 1 seed, and now he led the Broncos. There's one coach who currently coaches right now that has led multiple franchises to the number 1 seed. Do you know who that is, Joe? He's currently coaching.
Currently coaching multiple franchises to the number 1 seed, other than Sean Payton. Sean Payton's not that answer.
No.
AFC or NFC currently?
AFC currently.
AFC currently? Multiple teams, number 1 seed. I'm panicking because I don't know, and I don't want to just say I don't know, but this isn't
I can give you
good.
another hint.
No. I mean...
Well, we do have to move it forward.
I know. All right, give me another hint.
West.
Harbaugh? No. He's in the AFC West right now?
I mean, yeah, you have 2 other guesses.
It's not Pete Carroll.
Okay, so?
So Harbaugh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Andy Reid. Andy Reid coached the Eagles like 18,000 years ago.
Of God. Say the last coach. There's 4 options.
Well, look, gonna be honest. Chiefs aren't really on my mind lately. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Who just got... The Raiders just whooped the Chiefs.
Kind of forgot about that team.
Yeah, right.
Got him.
Yes.
Got him.
So,
Andy Reid. Forgot about that guy.
Yeah. So pretty cool about Sean Payton. Happy to have ya. Knicks, I sort of talked about this in my preview video for the Chargers. He is now tied with 24 wins for a quarterback for the first 2 seasons. That is the most wins for a quarterback in their first 2 seasons. He is tied with 1 singular player at the top. Who is at the top of the quarterback mountain of 24 wins other than Russell Wilson?
All roads point back to Russ.
Yes! And the fact that the Denver Broncos have been doing what we've been doing the past 2 years while paying Russell Wilson, the other quarterback, who we gave up Russell Wilson. We said, Bo Nix, come in. We have been paying Russell Wilson $85 million to not play for us over 2 years. Finally, you guys have to understand, Broncos country, no matter what happens this year, we have won. Because next year, do you know how much dead cap space we've been suffering for 2 years? And we not only went
you're going to say sucking. How
that
much dead cap space we've just been sucking down?
Yes. I mean, we've been sucking it all down. We made it to the playoffs last year. We got the number 1 seed this year. Okay? Like, absolutely unreal. And I was talking to another Broncos fan. Maybe this is the whole Broncos segment is me just like talking crap about other Broncos fans, but there was another Broncos fan that I had at a place where I instruct, and we were talking about it, and he's like, listen, they have to get to the conference, otherwise the season's not going to be a win. And I didn't feel like arguing. I'm ill. I'm on the mend. I'm not even on the mend yet. I'm in the thick of it. I was like, okay, sure, for sure. Incorrect. The win has already been this number 1 seed. Everything else, in my opinion, is a cherry on top. Because every year you want to keep getting better. Am I saying the Broncos should stop here? No. But am I saying if they don't get to the conference, that means this season was a fluke or a loss? That's what he was saying.
No, I know. It's hard. Because I agree with both of you, which is not how
that's fine,
arguments work. But like, It is. I think regardless of the team, regardless of the history, regardless of anything, for the number 1 seed to lose their first playoff game
in divisional,
is a failure.
It's a good point.
And so it's just hard. But at the same time, you've already, like what you're saying is you've already become better than you were last year, because last year you didn't make it past the first round. This year, a bye week literally makes it
already
that
better.
You are past the first round.
So better.
I get what you're saying.
And that's a good point. And you are swaying me a bit when you put it like that. And if you were to ask me if we lost that divisional, like, I would be a train wreck. Because I don't see that happening. So you are right to a certain extent. But I think bigger picture, like, this shouldn't be happening because we're paying Russell Wilson $85 million to not play for us. Like, what we have been able to do with this team is amazing. Okay, so good point. And I'm going to ruminate on this, right? We also ended this season with 68 sacks. We were really trying to get to the 72 sack record. I know we are 4 away. The Bears did it in 1984 with 72 sacks. We were 4 away from the NFL record. Now, we're tied for 5th most sacks in NFL history. We're tied with the 1985 Giants. Okay, they also got 68 sacks. Someone else had 70 sacks because everything else is 87, 89, 84. We're going to do trivia. This is Trivia Tuesday for Drew, and he's doing so well so far. Someone in
Andy Reid.
2022 has 70 sacks.
2022?
2022. That's the most recent besides the 2025 Broncos. You have already said their name, NFC.
I've already said their name?
Yep. We've already talked about them.
So the Packers?
In the NFC. We have not talked about the Packers yet.
Yeah, we did. I thought we were talking about all the teams that the Broncos or the Dolphins are playing.
Okay.
We've already talked about the Eagles.
I'll give you another. It's like Andy Reid.
The Eagles.
Your other hand.
Andy Reid. I said it as a joke for a callback, and then it kind of ended up being right.
So the Eagles, 70 sacks in 2022.
Wow. I gotta
Cool
I just feel like NFL trivia just to like get Des back.
I know. So pretty cool stuff that we all did. We have a week off. So does Drew. What are both of us? It's crazy. Our seasons have been very similar in so many ways. And it's even going into week 1 of the postseason. We both had bye weeks. We were both playing division rivals at the same time. And now we both have a bye week of sorts this week. Look at us go, Sportzballers.
That is a very positive way to look at it.
Look at us go.
Look at us go.
I know. So that's about it I have for the Broncos until we start talking about Black Monday. Dun, dun, dun.
Des, I think you should do the whole black. So we're getting into the league catch-up, by the way, starting with we have to talk about Black Monday. For people who don't know what Black Monday is, it refers to the Monday after the last games of the season on Sunday where head coaches start to get fired left, right, and center.
Truly left, right, and center.
Yeah. So this Black Monday saw 4 head coaches getting the, what do you call it, Des?
The boot.
Oh.
Or the axe.
I think both work.
I wasn't looking at you.
I know. I was like, what do you call it? Yeah, the boot.
Yes, and.
Yes, and.
Yes, Andy.
So 4 head coaches were fired on Monday. The first one that I'll bring up is Kevin Stefanski, who most people are saying is probably going to be the most sought after coach.
Why is that?
He's just known as being a good coach, which is crazy because it's either great or awful. Kevin Stefanski had 6 seasons with the Browns, 2 of which saw him winning Coach of the Year.
Okay.
And the other 4 were losing seasons.
So do you think this firing for the Browns was necessary?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
So I think they're going to have to hire a new coach, and that coach is going to I would guess that whoever comes into that interview room, the very first question is, what are you doing at quarterback? Because what are you doing at quarterback?
Well, what are you doing at? Because clearly he had no idea what he was doing at quarterback with the Browns.
I know. So, I mean, right now, the Browns have... I was looking at the draft this year, and they have 2... round 1 picks with a trade from the Jags. So I think their first one is the 6th overall pick, and then I think they have one all the way in like the 20s. So they're probably not going to be able to get a quarterback in the draft. So do you try? And also Deshaun Watson's still there, which is wild, and he's probably going to be healthy. And so it's a matter of, are you going to see if that experiment's still going to happen, or are you going to give him
the axe?
Yeah. So that's interesting. That's the first one. Des, who else got the boot axe?
Raheem Morris on Black Friday.
What is up with his accent thing? I'm not upset about it. I'm just curious what's going on.
Because it's dark and it's dreary and people are losing their livelihood, Drew.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I gotcha.
The Falcons, they not only fired Raheem, the coach, they also fired general manager Terry Fontenot. Isn't it Fontenot? Uh-huh. That's such a fun name.
It is a weird name.
Fun name, but you're out of here, Fontenot. Yeah, not good. Raheem Morris, he spent the last 2 seasons as head coach. He spent 6 years with the Falcons as well as interim head coach. So now they have a vacancy, and now Falcons have requested to interview none other than Dolphins DC daddy, Anthony Weaver.
Attractive man, if you haven't
Very
seen him.
attractive man.
Guns for days.
Anthony Weaver.
So, as the loyal Sportzballers know, when I was thinking Mike McDaniel was going to get fired and we were done with him, that's who I wanted to be our probably interim head coach, and then would not have been upset about him becoming the permanent one. If he doesn't get the job in Atlanta, he's going to be sought after by other teams. I would be shocked if he's still with us next year. I think he's going to be a head coach somewhere.
Ooh.
So... and then going all the way back to the AFC West.
Yeah.
One and done for old Daddy Pete. And not Daddy Pete in the sexy way.
He is not a
like
daddy.
Daddy
He's
is in
Grandpa
Granddaddy.
Pete Carroll, yes.
Granddaddy Pete!
Out of here. Fired after just 1 season. But I was looking at a graphic, and we were talking about it last night with West Side War Room. We were talking about how Pete Carroll, the Raiders are now going to be paying 5 coaches. 5 coaches. Right now they're paying 4. And because Pete Carroll is a 3-year contract.
Yep, he signed a 3-year contract at the beginning of this year.
So now, once they bring on a new coach, that is 5 coaches the Raiders are currently paying.
To not coach them.
Yep. Talk about a dumpster fire over there. Absolutely brutal stuff. And then the Cardinals.
Yeah, Jonathan Glennon got fired. I kind of forget about the Cardinals and
we all do.
Jonathan Glennon for that matter. So Glennon got fired after 3 seasons. Kyler Murray, he tweeted like a farewell to Glennon, and the tweet started with just "my guy," which is just like such an interesting like to your coach. Be like,
my guy.
Like if I'm Glennon, I would have been like, no, Kyler. You're 2 feet tall.
That's
no.
Mr. Glennon
That's
to
Mr.
you.
Glennon, Mr. Coach Glennon to you.
Kyler Murray's just trying to be like, dude, what's up, my brother?
Bro.
And Jonathan, he's like, Mr. Glennon, I'm your coach. Stop talking, my guy.
So those were the 4 that got fired. All in all, we have 6 head coaching vacancies in the NFL because we had 2 head coaches fired mid-season. I thought this was interesting, Des. We didn't bring it up at the time. So there were 2 head coaches fired during the season. Brian Daboll for the Giants and Brian Callahan for the Titans. Both coaches that got fired in the regular season, their names are Brian. But you think that's crazy? Hold on, it gets crazier.
Okay.
Both of their interim head coaches named Mike.
Whoa!
I know. Interim head coach for the Giants has been Mike Kafka, and interim head coach for the Titans has been Mike McCoy.
Mike! Brian!
That's kind of crazy.
That is pretty crazy. And your Mike was almost fired. So if there's a Mike Brian,
Yep. Speaking of and Titans, guess who's officially asked? Guess who the Titans have officially asked to interview?
I know.
For the head coaching job.
I do know, and it is none other than Denver Vance Joseph.
Yes.
And this is the last thing we'll talk about coaches before we move into the Week 18 games and then looking forward. But it is so frustrating to me. And for instance, okay, why this terrifies me is because Lions last year had 15 wins. 15 wins. This year, they didn't even make the playoffs. So what happened in between this year and last year? Oh, yeah. Offensive coordinator Ben Johnson went to the Bears, took them to the playoffs. Defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn went to the Jets, and the Jets jetted. All I'm saying, Lions lost 2 big pieces of their team, and look what happened to them. Vance Joseph is a huge piece of the Denver Broncos. If we lose him, we're screwed. And I hope Vance Joseph is scarred enough and terrified enough and has too much trauma from being a head coach that he never wants to go back. I hope the worst for his mental well-being because I can't lose him. I can't lose him.
Okay.
I can't lose him.
Okay.
Don't be a head coach, Vance. You're so much better as a DC.
See, I would argue that for all the reasons for those of you that don't know, Vance Joseph was the Dolphins defensive coordinator actually for a couple years, led a phenomenal defense, and then got hired as none other than the Broncos head coach.
And then
Did not go well.
Got fired.
And
then rehired as the defensive coordinator. We went to Miami to play them, and we lost 70-20 with Vance as our defensive coordinator for the first year being hired back.
People were screaming for his head.
Yes.
And it's gone nothing but uphill from there. So, all that being said, I think for all of those reasons, Vance wants another go at being a head coach.
I think you're right. I do. You're right. I was being really hard on Vance. I don't want you to have trauma. I want you to work it out in therapy. I really do. But please don't leave me. Look what you've done with this team. I don't want to be the Lions. I'm just really sad thinking about this right now.
Des is a really good actor, but I was worried that you were starting to cry. It's not a bit. I was like, oh God, things are
oh God, what did I say? I agree with you, Des. I agree with you.
But here's my last question on this real quick, and then we'll get into the games. Do you think it's interesting that he's going to take the interview this Wednesday? Because sometimes DCs will say, I'm not interviewing until the playoffs are over.
No. No, because I was researching those rules heading into it because there was a lot of hubbub, I think it was last year or 2 years prior, about sort of like offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators taking interviews before their playoff run was done. And sometimes, let's say the team did bad, you would say their mind was elsewhere, possibly getting this head coaching position. For the Broncos, and I'm looking at the Broncos specifically, he can take virtual interviews this week. And then if we make it past conference, which means we have that bye before the Super Bowl, he can take virtual then as well.
Okay.
Technically, you can be in person, I believe, but you can't, no one can start doing in-person interviews until after the divisional. Doesn't matter who you are.
Got it.
Interview it, sure. But also to your point, if I was Vance and I want another go at it, would I want to go to the freaking Titans? Out of anywhere? So Cardinals,
No,
Raiders.
it's a good question.
Raheem Morris, Falcons, Browns.
I think the Falcons are the most.
Falcons, that's where I would want to go if I was Vance. So sure, take it with the Titans, but it's nowhere close.
But the Falcons are already reaching out to people. There are the what's the word? The NFL is such a close-knit thing. Everyone has their guys. So certain schemes work with certain places. So there's a chance that the Falcons won't that Vance doesn't have his pick of any team he wants. And the Falcons might not even request an interview with Vance Joseph. So that's one thing. The other thing is, yes, the Titans were horrible this year, but you do have still, as awful as they are, I think a very exciting now second-year quarterback in Cam Ward. So it's possible. That's all. But I hear you.
No, yeah. I mean, it's fine. Take the interview. We have a bye week, but after that, I want you locking in. I don't want you to take even an interview in between the right before the Super Bowl if we make it that far.
I agree.
So it makes me sad. I don't want him to leave. I think we're not done with him here at the Denver Broncos, and I would hope that he spends 1 to 2 more years. And if it's going to be about money, I think the Broncos could do it.
And I also think, Sean Payton's getting older. If you either have a good run or make it to the AFC Championship game and lose, and then Payton and Vance and Payton can all have a conversation and say, you know what, this team's yours in 2 or 3 years.
Okay,
If
yeah,
you
I'm sure.
stay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
And
but
you
I feel
work
like
a
Payton's gonna work for a long time.
No, as I say that, like, it would be like Succession. Peyton will have to die.
Correct.
He's never going to give up this
No,
team.
he won't. He won't.
So-
But he'll be like, "Don't worry, son, you got this." And Vance is like, "Stop calling me son. we're not even."
And then
related."
Kyler's like, "What's up, my guys?
It's like, Kyler,
Kyler, get out of here!"
call us Mr. Payton. Okay, let's
All right.
get in league cash up.
Yep.
'Kay.
Well, that was league catch up, but league catch up for games.
Yeah. For week 18 games. Go ahead, Drew.
So we're gonna talk about only a couple games, but biggest one that I think is crazy is just Panthers Bucs. It was that Saturday. Was that Saturday night? Saturday afternoon game. The Bucs won. The Bucs won 16-14. Kept their postseason hopes alive for about 24 hours until the Falcons Saints game that had nothing to do with the Falcons or the Saints, but had everything to do with the Panthers and Bucs game. I thought it was really interesting and very humanizing. Baker Mayfield's wife posted a bunch of photos and videos of Baker on Sunday watching the Saints Falcons game, and he just looked like he looked unhappy, if we're being honest, because they were losing. But
looks like a casual football
just a
fan
casual
watching
guy
football.
He was sitting on the counter. He was sitting on the couch. He was
Where you sit?
Sitting on the floor. He was just all over the place watching his team. Well, not his team. For anyone that doesn't know, he needed the Saints to win for the Bucs to make it to the playoffs.
Yes, and the Panthers needed the Falcons to win in order to make it playoffs.
So,
even though the Bucs won, that's what sucked. One thing that it's so funny because people have been commenting on our stuff and when they're just scrolling by and they're like, these people don't know ball. And it's just like, we don't know ball, guys. Okay. One player I didn't know existed until I was watching this game because, sorry to say, I don't watch Panthers games. I don't know.
Rico Dowdle.
But Tommy Tremble, I didn't know that was a name. And I was like, Tremble? What a good freaking
football name
for football. Tommy Tremble. Not Tommy Cutlets. Tommy Tremble.
What position does he play?
Tight end. Trembling in my boots with
for
Tremble
sure. I think not. I'm not taking away from my boy Tommy. Tremble should be like a linebacker.
Yeah. I agree with that. But that's like literally my only note.
Cool. Des, you really want to talk about the Seahawks-Niners game?
Holy cannoli, guys! Let me tell ya, this game made me terrified of the Seahawks. Terrified, okay?
It's not even one consistent accent. It's British, and now that was like Southern.
I don't even know if I had an accent.
Okay.
But the thing that's wild about the Niners, we were talking about, listen, the Hawks, I can't even talk about them because I'm like so scared of them. Like what they have been putting up, like Sam Darnold, he is the only quarterback in NFL history, besides Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, to have back-to-back 14-win game seasons. I don't care enough.
No, it makes sense.
It doesn't?
Yeah.
Okay. That's insane. As a reminder, sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place. I was going Niners, but just sticking with the Seahawks. Sam Darnold, he started out being drafted by the Jets. 3 years. Didn't work out there. Went to the Panthers. Had 1 year there. Then Baker came in and split the time with Sam Darnold. Then Sam Darnold went to the Niners. Back up over there. Vikings were like, you know what? We'll give you a shot. He absolutely balls out with the Vikings. Get them 14 wins. And the Vikings go, yeah, you know what? But we really want J.J. McCarthy. Can't believe you still let him go. That's insane. Goes to the Seahawks and 14 wins.
Well, just yes, but a lot of people are saying that, like, he chargered in the playoffs. Like, he's not the best at times.
Okay, then
no,
we'll
I know.
see.
We'll see. We will see.
We'll see.
But I'm guaranteeing you there's a lot of Vikings fans out there that are like, let's see what he does in the playoffs.
Oh, I'm excited to see it. Let's see if that happens. But the fact that you share a stat with Tom Brady, the greatest of all time,
No.
and your name is Sam Darnold, like, I'm not even hating on him. There's the national media, like, he just doesn't get respect, has not gotten respect. I think it's the Jets effect, but here we are. But I mean, listen, the Seahawks missed the playoffs last year and now they're in. Like this, we have said it many times. The NFL this season has been so fun to watch. It just, you can't predict what's going to happen. And I love that the Seahawks are the number 1 seed because that wasn't the case last year. But one little interesting tidbit about the Seahawks before we get into the Niners. Do you know, every time, you're not going to see where this is going, every time a new pope has been announced, the Seahawks have won the number 1 seed and then went on to win the Super Bowl. Okay? I triple fact checked this. 2005, new pope announced. What did the Seahawks do? Number 1 seed, won the Super Bowl. 2013.
No, it was like Boston, I think.
I don't know what I'm doing. 2013, new pope announced. They got the number 1 seed, and they went to the Super Bowl and beat the Broncos. We're not going to remember that. 2025, new pope announced. He's from Boston, right?
Chicago.
Seahawks get number 1 seed. What are they going to do this year? You tell me, brother. You tell me. Coincidence? I think not. Pretty crazy, right?
That is an insane stat.
Like, what? What the hell?
Yep.
And last thing about the Niners for me, there has to be some type of hex on the Niners. You know those Etsy witches you can pay? I think some girl...
that there are witches on Etsy. You can hire witches on Etsy?
Yes.
Like a hitman, but witches?
Sort of. And there's like a trend on TikTok. It's like, I hired an Etsy witch to cast a spell on my ex, blah, blah, blah. I think some person got broken up with and their ex was a Niners fan and was like, can you cast a spell on the team? I just want to see them suffer. And the Niners, I think in week 18, they had 6 players go out with an injury. 6, already on top of the catastrophic season they've had with injuries.
No, they had their one of their current starting linebackers go out, and they're going to be on their 5th starting linebacker going into the playoffs.
Like, what is happening with the Niners?
It's unreal.
Unreal. That was just like a wild thing that every time someone went down, my heart broke a little bit more for Niners fans. I was like, how is this? It's weird now. It's no longer just like, oh, coincidence. Now I'm like, this is weird stuff happening over there. So that's all my takes on that game. What about you?
I didn't get to watch it because I was working.
Oh, that's right.
But I think it was a solid game. I think I think somehow the Seahawks still aren't. They're the number 1 seed, and people are still talking about the Rams. They're still talking about the Niners more than them. There's, like, I still think somehow they're not getting enough respect. And
you know what, Seahawks? We can relate to you.
Yeah. Look at that.
Because same with us.
Yeah.
No one still respects the Broncos.
No respect. No respect at all.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
You don't know that for that?
No. Oh, I thought you were just doing an accent.
No, it's oh god, it's a comedian. Oh no, he's an old comedian.
Andy Reid.
No. What's his name? This is gonna kill me. This is gonna
what? Christopher Walken.
No, it's old. That's not a comedian.
No respect.
That your Christopher Walken impression? Holy shit,
hey,
Des.
I'm walking here.
Oh, God.
I'm Christopher
it's like
Walken.
on the tip of my tongue. Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield. I'm walking here. So that's all we have to say there. Okay, Titans Jags.
Des is in love with Cam Little.
I'm not. He's so young. I think I think he's 23.
He's 20. I thought he was 20.
Oh, shoot. No, you are right.
Yeah.
Okay, youngest, I think he's the youngest kicker in the NFL.
Oh, no, he's 22.
Okay, definitely now. There was some stat he was one of the youngest kickers to be drafted. Into the NFL.
That's a little.
No, I know. Drew showed me a photo of him. But what's crazy about Cam Little? He is the kicker for the Jags. Now, I believe it was week 9. Yeah, week 9. Cam Little goes out there and he gets set up for 68 yards for a field goal against the Raiders. Previous record, 66 yards set by Justin Tucker. Cam Little goes out. He kicks it. What does he do? It goes in.
Right down the middle.
Right down the middle. Breaks the NFL record, week 9. Well, guess what? Week 18, Cam Little goes out there again. 67 yards.
A little chip shot for Cam Little.
Straight through. So now, the top 2 longest field goals in NFL history is held by one little.
One little guy.
And he just is kicking bombs. And he kicks it, and he brushes all the swag off. He has so much swag.
Swaggiest kicker ever.
Go and
brush it off, and then he did like a little. I love.
Go watch his Go watch Cam Little's Week 18 kick. You'll see exactly what we're talking about. This guy, he has a bright future ahead of him.
Let me tell you, Little's not so little. 6'1", 172 pounds.
That's a big Little.
Well, it's tall.
He just looks like a baby. He does. But speaking of kickers, now we're sort of talking about punters. One thing that I did see is that both number 1 seeds both have Australian punters.
What?
We got Jeremy Crawshaw.
Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi on the Denver Broncos. And we got Michael Dixon, the punter for the Seahawks, both Australian. So I don't know what they're doing down under, but they're breeding some punters down there. That's what they're doing rugby. Down under. You kick in rugby?
You kick a lot in rugby.
You kick a lot in rugby.
And soccer maybe too.
And soccer.
And they play American, they call it footy.
Of course they call it that.
Yeah, they just have silly little names for stuff.
Yeah, all my Australian friends always call me Desi. Like, none of them call me Des.
Desi.
Oh, Desi. I feel like they always add I's at the end of things.
Desi.
So, yes. So, that's Jags Titans.
Speaking of kicks and kicking and kickers, we have to talk about the Ravens-Steelers game.
Yeah, we do.
And for all of you Sportzballers out there that know, obviously, one of our really good friends and who's involved in the show does some production work for us, made our theme song, Ev Zaddy, very big Ravens fan. So pour one out for our boy, Ev Zaddy. Heartbreaking.
For those who don't know, do you want to explain what happened?
Yeah, so really good back and forth game, Ravens-Steelers, Sunday night, last game of the regular season. Winner wins the AFC North and the right to make it to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Loser goes, where does?
Home.
Cancun. And, home. You're right. So back and forth. Steelers score with like a minute and a half to go. And even less than that, I think. And Ravens need to get a field goal, win the game. They're down by 2. Field goal of 3 points, wins the game. Crazy stuff happening here and there. Not going to do it. All of a sudden, Lamar, killer throw down the field into field goal range. It was a 44-yard field goal kick. Cam Little's kicking 68-yarders, 44 chip shot for the kickers nowadays. Line up, Cam Little hooks it so far wide right. Game over. Season over.
Tyler Loop, he literally, his hands go straight to his eyes, and you saw the punter, the guy holding the ball for him, just like hug him, touch his helmet, and it was the most heartbreaking thing. We sat on this couch for like 3 minutes, silent, jaws dropped, could not believe, because also right before this, the Steelers kicker, I believe, missed 2 field goals, definitely missed 1, if not 2, either extra points or field goals. Like,
something happened.
They were both competing to be the worst kicker in that game, and Tyler Loop made every single kick prior to that.
And do you know what's crazy about this? And this I heard on Good Morning Football. So if this is wrong, it's Kyle Brandt's fault, not mine. This was the only game ever in the history of the NFL that had a field goal attempt in the fourth quarter as time expired that was a win or go home game.
Oh my God.
For the last regular game of the season.
Regular season game.
Ever.
Oh my God. But you know what is so freaking fishy about this whole thing? Christians. Speaking of... Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Speaking of popes.
Technically Catholics.
So.
Is the Pope Catholic?
Is the Pope Catholic? I don't know. But the Catholics did bless, not the Catholic. There was one priest that blessed the Steelers' end zone prior to the game. You saw a clip of him splashing holy water on the end zone, okay? He only did this, at least the clip was only released, on one end zone. What end zone was that? That was the end zone that Tyler Loop, the Ravens kicker, had to kick it through, and it went right. I think there has to be a rule.
Yeah, how is that not unsportsmanlike conduct?
Sorry, a priest blessed this side of the field earlier. He gets a retry.
That's crazy.
Unreal.
Yeah.
I can't. And lastly, and this is like, my heart goes out so deeply to all our Ravens fans because you have to understand the past 3 seasons, how the Ravens seasons have ended. Okay, we just talked about this game end, right? He missed the game-winning field goal. Tyler Loop also is like getting so, I just hate football fans. You guys are, sorry, wow, now I'm just attacking the sports.
Everyone
boys.
Shut up!
Everyone, no, just football fans are so extreme. Like, don't attack the player, don't attack his wife on Instagram. Like, calm the F down.
Okay. Yeah, his fiance has had to make her profile private and take comments off of her posts.
Yes. So last year, in the AFC divisional game, it was Ravens versus Bills, okay? They had a 2-point conversion attempt, 25-27, trailing, less than 2 minutes left.
About this.
Okay? Lamar looks left, looks right on a 2-point conversion to tie it up with the Bills. He throws it dead to Mark Andrews,
one of the best tight ends in the game.
And Mark Andrews, and there was no way he should have dropped it. Like, there was no way. The game is over, less than 2 points.
That.
Yeah, so Mark Andrews was getting all the hate last year. So that was the divisional game. So it's win or go home. Again, this is now the second year in a row. No, it doesn't stop there. 3 years ago, in the AFC Championship game, it was in the fourth quarter, Zay Flowers made it all the way to the end zone. I think it was like at the beginning of the end zone. He made it all the way, somehow fumbled, like at the 1 yard line. And it's not a touchdown, essentially. And basically, everyone looks at that because, which would have made the score 17-14 against the Chiefs, and then all the Ravens would have needed is a field goal. They lost against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game with a fumble in the fourth. It's been 3 years back to back to back that Ravens fans have really had to deal with some, I would say, truly dramatic ending. Like, it's not just a oopsie. Like, these are incredibly hard endings. Like, and people would be like, oh, Zay Flowers, he just fumbled. Like, everyone pointed their fingers at Zay Flowers fumbling as the reason they didn't move on past that championship game.
And then you even go back further as far as missed field goals. 2011 AFC Championship game against the Patriots. Missed field goal as time expired to tie the game and send it to overtime. And that was one of the last seasons the Ravens, I can't remember who the kicker was, but before they got Justin Tucker. So yeah, it's just been a nightmare. My heart hurts. It really does. My heart hurts. It's whenever fans say, oh, but it sucks for us, it blah, blah, blah. Like, man, I don't know. I think Ravens are at the top of that list. So hearts go out to you guys. Just so you know, I'm PO'd that the Steelers made it through. Yeah, Des is going to be rooting for anyone and everyone against the Steelers. Yeah, who's playing? Steelers. Texans. Yeehaw, neighbor. Let's go get them. Cowboy, and specifically Texans. Yeah, so Monday night. On that note, so we're getting into the playoffs is what they're called. Football. Des and I finished the regular season. I had a great last week. Well, you had a great last week because I had a bad last week. That's how that works. That's how that works. You were 2 of 3. I was 0 of 3. 0 of 3. Brutal week. Bringing at the end of the regular season, Dez's. We're talking about our primetime picks, by the way. Primetime picks. Dez's record, overall record 17-14. Drew's overall record 16-15. Sniffing around. I'm right there. You look insane. So we're starting the playoffs. We have decided we're just going to pick all the playoff games. So we're going to talk about the games coming up. We're going to pick them. Tell you right now, Des is picking the Texans.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
So we'll see how it goes, how the season ends. Still waiting to see what the top comment is to tell me to move to South Korea or something. Or
No,
North Korea.
I think we'll just pick what the loser has to do when we have a loser.
Great.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Sounds good. I saw one thing on they have all the famous what whoever lost their fantasy league has to do, and one of the losses was someone had to interview at a Burger King, get hired, and work one shift, which is insane.
It's so awful. Okay, so our first wild card. So wild card weekend, we have 2 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday, 1 game Monday.
Yep.
First game, we got Rams at Panthers. And you let me know when you are ready to turn around.
I mean, I'm ready. I think you're ready. And I think we're going to have the same thing on this one.
And 3, 2, 1.
Ramskis.
Rams, baby.
I mean, this is the largest of all the games. This is the largest point spread. The Rams are favored by 10 points in Carolina.
Pretty crazy.
The Panthers lost their last game of the regular season and limped into the playoffs.
Yeah, yes. And I also think, sure, the Panthers did beat the Rams earlier in the season, 31-28, and that was a huge upset. I just think the Rams are a more put-together team. They have more behind them. I think the Panthers, they're not good. I just think they might need one more year to get up to where the Rams are currently. They've been to the playoffs more recently. They just know. And the Super Bowl more
100%.
recently. So
next game, Saturday night, NFC showdown as well. This is one of the most exciting games I think I have for all wild card weekend. We got Packers at Bears. Bears are 1.5 point favorites at home. I am curious what Des has to say.
I have lots to say. Hey!
I figured.
I got the Bears and he's got the Packers.
those GD Packers. Where's Des from? We'll never know.
You know what? I like that I'm not good at accents because you'll never know what I'm doing, you know?
That's a good way to look at it.
That's a great
Des,
way.
why are you picking the Bears? The Bears.
The Bears. I think Ben Johnson has a lot of gusto.
Okay.
And I don't go off of just what I see on the field. I go off of what I see off the field. And I think Ben Johnson has a little bit of a spark that he's brought to this team. The Packers, they've been too flip-floppy for me this year. They've been phenomenal, don't get me wrong. But I think with the Bears, they're hungry for this. They are ready to get that championship. And that's why I think I have the Bears. Why do you have the Packers?
I'm just going off of who's been there before, and Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love. Jordan Love, I think, quietly has been one of the best quarterbacks this season. And I think Caleb Williams has been playing great. I think he's just a little bit too young. I think he's a little bit too, calm down, Caleb. We got to tighten you up. So, but both games, I mean, the first game they played, they split their games this season. The first game, the Packers won on a game-sealing interception last seconds of the game, and then the second game was an overtime thriller. The Bears won, so they've been close both games. It's just, I think it's going to be an awesome game. I'm super glad I am working for it.
I was about to say.
So,
I was like, you're probably
moving into Sunday.
Yes.
Bills at Jags.
Bills at Jags. And this is one that I think I was most on the fence for.
Sure.
So I'm not completely convinced in my choice, but I had to choose one. So
you did. That's how this game works. So 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
We both picked the Bills.
We both picked the Bills.
I thought this might have been one that I was going to be able to get you on, as a difference maker.
No.
Des, why'd you pick the Bills?
I picked the Bills for what you just said about the Packers. They've been there before. It's same with Bills. Granted, they've sort of choked in the playoffs, but it's always been against teams that, it's been against Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, that's his name. I think the Bills really won. I'm not saying the Jags don't, but listen, I'm on the fence. I'm not confident with this decision. The Jags are scary. They beat the Broncos, but I also think it was about time that the Broncos had an L. But I'm not confident in this, so we'll see.
I mean, the only reason I did... So everyone's talking about, the Bills have no defense. The Bills have no defense. I also have said that throughout this season. But I looked at it. Technically, the Bills have the 7th best defense ranked, according to Fox Sports. and the number 1 passing defense. So I think some of this reason is they have the 28th worst rushing defense. So I think a lot of that kind of makes the entire conversation about them there. But I think their defense isn't as bad as everyone says it is. And everyone says, oh, all the Bills have is Josh Allen and James Cook. Yeah, those 2 guys are pretty darn good. I know that's all you have, but like that's MVP of the league and one of the better consistent running backs in the league. So if you only have those 2 things, those are 2 good things to have.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's my take.
So Sunday afternoon after that game, we have 49ers at Eagles. The Eagles are 4.5-point favorites.
This is another one that like could go either way if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I have my pick.
Okay, same.
3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Damn, we both picked the Eagles.
I really wanted to go Niners.
Yeah.
And I want to go Niners. I think just the conversation of, like, there's a chance that if the Eagles lose this game, there's massive firings all over the place in Philadelphia. Like, I'm dead serious.
No, he's
and
so right.
So I think that'd just be crazy and fun to see. I think the Eagles they're 4-3 in their last 7 games. Their vibes are all over the place. Everyone doesn't want to play there, apparently. But the Niners are just decimated with injuries.
And even Brock Purdy is a little bit injured.
Yeah.
A wee bit injured. So that's why I picked the Eagles. It's just the injury thing, and also because the Niners are on the road. If it was playing in San Francisco, I think I would choose the Niners. But I just think with injury and traveling, I think the Eagles have the hand up or the leg up. That's what the body part is. Okay, Sunday night we got Chargers. Patriots. Patriots are 3.5-point favorites. I have mine right now. We have 2 games left. So Chargers at Patriots Sunday night. 3, 2, 1. You did this in spite.
No.
Okay, so he flipped Chargers. I have Patriots.
And I wrote PAT and then I erased everything.
Okay.
I think the Patriots are insanely good. And I think if everything goes well, the Patriots should win this game. But of all of the, like, maybe back and forths, this is the biggest upset I see possibly happening. I think Drake May is phenomenal, but he's young. I think Herbert is a better quarterback. And I think that he could do more X-factory things. And the Chargers have a pretty solid defense that could disrupt Drake May. I think this has potential upset options. I'm also looking forward because I think the Broncos would rather play the Chargers than the Patriots. And so I think if the Chargers can have a high, upset the Patriots, and then if everything else worked their way, there's a chance the Broncos play the Chargers next. I think that would work in your favor as well. So that's my double take there.
And I think I did this as a football fan over a Bronco fan because I think I would love to see the Broncos versus the Patriots as a football fan. It's just 2015, baby. Patriots versus Broncos. Brady versus Manning. And then we went on to the... It's just... Football's romantic.
Football, ain't it romantic?
Ain't it romantic?
Unless you're a Dolphins fan.
Oh, but then you're celebrating in Cancun.
All right.
So that's why I got the Patriots.
We don't even need to write down this last one, do we?
No.
Do you want to just do it to do it or no?
Are we... yeah. I mean, are you agreeing with me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Texans.
Yeah, Texans over Steelers. One, because we don't like the Steelers and we're not big Aaron Rodgers fans. And
I want to be actually very clear. I like the Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
I do not like Aaron Rodgers.
Sure.
Do you not like the Steelers?
I like Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
I like Mike Tomlin a lot.
I know.
But
I think they're fine.
Yeah,
I hate who's at the helm.
But on top of all of those feelings, I also just think the Texans are going to win this game. I almost think it's going to be pretty defiantly. I think you have a mediocre quarterback right now at best. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT, one of the GOATs.
Yeah, he's
overall,
Hall of Fame, yeah.
But not right now, and you have a frightening defense in the Texans. So
Yeah. So that's where we end on Monday night.
So we have two back and forth games.
Everything else we
did the same.
Okay.
So I am already not loving my Chargers pick. But what are you going to do?
I do. I like your pick. I know. Well, guys, it's the playoffs. I'm ready for this. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch one primetime game at a time. Yep. I'm excited for both of us to watch these games this weekend.
100%. And if you're not a big football fan, one, why are you listening to this? But two, I think if you're like wanting to get into football, now is a perfect time.
Yes.
The stakes are huge. The games are super fun. Like Des said, you only have one game to focus on. This is playoff anything is a blast, but playoff football is unreal. Every play is the biggest play in the world. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be an awesome weekend.
A good time. Good time. We'll have some pina coladas.
No, we won't.
Oh. Okay. I think we should make some for the bit.
We could do virgin pina coladas.
Oh, that's right. We're trying to stop drinking.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
I'm going to a wedding at the end of the month,
worst.
and so I think I'm not going to drink until that wedding.
This is the worst.
You're the one that started the idea.
It was my idea, but now I'm realizing what that means, which is healthy for me, I guess.
Well, Des, you got games to play. I can do whatever I want. Got my toes in the sand. How's that song go?
I got my hands in the water, toes in the sand.
We're gonna get sued.
We're in my hand. Life is good today. Life is good today. Toes by Zach something.
Zach Brown Band.
Yeah.
Zach Brown Band. For some reason, when you're like, life is good today, I wanted to go, what's that meme where it's like, I saw a dog today?
I saw a dog.
Oh, wait. Is that Elf?
What? Oh, yeah. When he's walking, he's like, I saw a dog today.
Yeah.
Wow, you walk so fast.
Life is good today. I saw a dog today.
All right.
We have to end this podcast. We got to wrap this.
I'm going to sleep for 7 hours now.
I'm going to go to work.
I'm so sick. Go get him, Tiger.
And go Broncos.